What is going on, guys? We're back with another video today in our online Titans franchise. It is week 5 going against the Buffalo Bills, and that trade is still glitching. Going against OG, who's the Lions in our Buccaneers franchise. Did we play him twice? I think we played him twice, but I think you guys only seen one of those games. Of course, Jalen Hurd, our free agent wide receiver we picked up, was approved to go back to running back just like in college. And that's exactly what we're going to do. We have a decent bit of wide receiver talent. I think it's a little too late in this Madden to develop a normal guy like him. So we're going to put him at running back. And we're going to see what he can do in the receiving game. Of course, we need a replacement for Dion Lewis. Do we sign Hurd long term? I'm not honestly sure. But he becomes one of the best receiving backs in the league, basically. We also have a tight end that we moved to fullback because we don't have a fullback. And Trailer, he's a decent fullback. He's like 72 run block. I'm not even sure, but very good run block nonetheless. And that pretty much concludes that. I believe we are an 81 overall, and the Bills are an 80 flat. So you're looking at a pretty even roster matchup. There's positions where he's better, positions where we're better. I think receiver, we have the slight edge. Running back, we definitely have the edge, in my opinion. QB, we have the kind of edge, I suppose. Defense is really where you're going to see it. Year one, I think the Bills' defense might be better because of those safeties in the corner, but overall for the future, this Titans team is looking pretty sharp. A little late on the pass rush, but we do, force out a short throw. We get a big hit. Could have been a fumble, you never know. And there was pressure, double tapped it, but Jayon Brown is going to get the pick. Jayon Brown's a pretty fast fella. Jayon Brown is going to score. A little slippery guy. Pick 6 for Jayon. I think that's his second of the season as well. And here, you're seeing a kick return. Is that going to be a touchdown or a fumble? It's going to be neither. It's going to be a kicker tackling a guy, which always gets my blood going. 1st and 10 from the 33-yard line, throwing the out route. Very close to getting a hand on that ball. Could not. Doesn't get his feet down, though, so that's cool as well. 2nd and 10 turned into 3rd down after a short run inside. Great find to Foster. Real hit or miss from the passing so far. Singletary inside, not a fast back, but kind of shifty, a little small fella, hard to keep track of. 3rd and 7, under pressure, gonna get beamed, and almost picked off the tip. 3rd and 7 now, looking decent on defense so far. We just gotta close, and there's a nice close. Good old Jonathan Jones, the cornerback we traded from the Patriots, super fast. And Ronald, that's unfortunate. We thought he was going to come outside, and he switched off late, so there's that. Under pressure, barely getting the ball to Batson on 2nd and 7 from our own 6. That's a 24-yard gain. That is huge. Looking for somebody open. Don't see it, but we're going to throw it all the way back. Dangerous. John, who could have had the pick, or the catch, and their guy could have had the pick. Obviously, very 50-50 ball. Mariota feeling the pocket nicely, trying to find somebody open. Mariota sees him. Is that A.J. Brown? It is A.J. Brown, and he holds on all the way to about the 20-yard line. 1st and 10, inside run. Ronald Jones tries to cut it outside. Could not find the lane. 2 for 3. Not looking super hot on the ground game. Inside Hurd now. First carry as a Titan. Almost broke it. Nice gain of about 12. 1st and goal from the 7 to the outside. Great little adjustment. Corey Davis scores a touchdown. So now we are up, I believe, by 2 touchdowns. First quarter almost coming to an end. Make the stop. No, we cannot. Looking deep, and oh no. Oh no. Malcolm Butler on Phillip Dorsett is not a good idea, as Phillip just burns him. There, our own running back tackled us there and almost forced a pick. Deep. That's just a drop. His guy misses the pick animation, runs right by him. Drop ball, basically. 3rd and 10, looking for somebody. I'm not seeing it. Almost picked. Really should have been, if we're being honest. Wild throws, man. Wild throws, and poor decisions by us. We made mistakes. Here's a long punt. We really need to bring him down, take advantage of it, and Jonathan Jones has been all over the ball today. Great stuff on special teams. Almost the end of the first, officially this time. Singletary taken behind the line. Loss of 2. 8 minutes left in the second. Is he going to dump that off to the running back? He will. We play great prevention. He gets a little bit, but overall we contained his bout as well as we can without any sort of pressure, as it seems the case every week. Really good hit by Hooker, but it doesn't matter because that's another conversion. 1st and 10 up the middle, and almost a first down right after the first down. 2nd and 2. This is your chance to take a shot, and I think he agrees. Is he going to look deep? He will. Jayon Brown's the only one in sight, and there you go. Brown on Brown crime. Can't say that. That's a little edgy. 3rd and 2 run up the middle with Devin Singletary. Good stop. I mean, great stop, right? Just a 86 over speed guy getting a first down on 3rd and 2. Just a great stop. Good job, fellas. Robert Kraft getting a massage down the sideline to the 5. Play action look and inside. Good little find. OG's finding some lanes here. You know, not the greatest receiving talent. We've played okay in coverage. There goes Ronald finally, speaking of lanes, finally getting that lane himself. OG keeping himself in this with a 14 all game, and there, how do we not get a first down guaranteed? 3rd and inches. There goes Dion Lewis. Try to cut it inside slightly. Couldn't really do it too well, but still first down's a first down. Looking for somebody open, and there he is. Mr. Jonnu Smith getting all the way down to about the 30-yard line. We're controlling this second quarter now. We're re-controlling the game, except for the fact that we have run the ball easily the poorest we have all season long, other than technically week 1 where it was replayed 50 times, and the final replay is where Derrick Henry didn't play well. The other ones he played pretty damn well. 3rd and 6 inside, risky throw, but we trust Corey Davis, obviously, and it's a perfect pass. Mariota going to take another little check down-ish play to the outside. No one really getting open. Pressure's starting to get there a little bit, and look at this dime. He does get the feet down. What a throw to Batson, who has been very surprising. Absolutely just surprising as hell. I did not expect him to actually, answer the call. Slot receiver, who would have expected it? Not him, I would say. Oh, what a play by Jayon. Huge hit. And he's been one of our best receivers all season long so far, which has just been, like I said, surprising. And there goes Harold Landry finally showing up for once. Forces the sack and the fumble. 2nd and 24, and we were all over that with Telvin. Who knows, could have been a pick if it was on target. I don't know. 3rd and 24, pretty much the last play of the half. And there goes another sack. Who is it this time? Who was that? Was that Cameron Wake? I would assume it was. Here goes Batson. Going to try to get as much as he can. To the 14. Doesn't take much to get points. About 20, 30 yards here to the outside. Great find to Corey Davis. 10 seconds left. 2 timeouts. We can keep this in the inside of the field, which is exactly what we do. Hurd, I thought maybe we'd catch him off guard. Didn't really. And here, last play of the second quarter, and we get sacked. Just a very good start, and then just a completely poor finish. I think we left points on the board easily there. I'm really surprised the Hurd run didn't do better, though. Speaking of the Hurd run, look at the cutback by Jalen Hurd. Very impressive. Gains about 5 yards. Not bad at all. Ronald Jones, however, runs the ball and gets nothing. 3rd and 4 from the 31-yard line. We just got to continue to make good decisions. Ironically enough, Tremaine Edmonds with like 50 catching, we give a pick, which just proves how bad of a throw that was. And unfortunately, that's a turnover. We don't usually throw many picks. I believe that's our, second pick of the season, if I'm not mistaken? Second pick? That's pretty good, but that's a terrible read. It's a poor one. I think our first pick was pretty bad too, I think, if I'm not mistaken. Josh Allen, not a bad throw. It's just guy all over him. So, after that, field goal. We're only going to be up by 4, and there's still a lot of football left to be played. We have no run game. We're going to come down to Mariota and his arm, really, to try and put the gap back on it. Play action look. I don't know why he would fall for a play action. Taking a shot deep. Batson has a step on Micah Hyde all the way down to 1. And like I said, he has been so surprising and impressive. And he does it again. Mariota rolling out to the right. Time to throw this ball away. And he tucks it. It's a 12-yard sack, unfortunately. 2nd and goal from the 13-yard line. Rolling out again. Mariota going to find some room. Lawson misses. And I think the tip of the ball just barely went in. And that's what she said. 1st and 10, and Brown was open, but a lot of guys not with great catching. Misses the follow through on that one. 2nd and 10, really good find. This guy, Big OG, he's got call him Big OG, by the way. OG's got a lot of slot wide receivers that we just cannot keep up with. So it doesn't really shock me that his receivers have been winning their matchups for the most part. Telvin there. He's a big fella. I really want him to get up and get that. I think last Madden he easily picks that which in fairness, I'd prefer him not to, I suppose, because it's a little more fun on offense to not be lurked by every single linebacker. And there, Jarrell Casey with potentially his second sack of the season, or game anyways. I'm not sure. Jerome Brown misses a huge hit stick, but it's worth taking. He turns around right into you. Speaking of right into it, almost picked. Beasley can't hold on, and it's another field goal. So he'll bring it within 1, and no way. Thank God we tackled the guy, because that should have been picked, really. Mariota doesn't set his feet, which I did set him. And unfortunately, that's what happens. 2nd and 10, 35-yard line. There is nobody open. Literally no one. He's got the users all over the place there. We're going to throw this ball away smartly. 3rd and 10 now. I mean, he can get the ball back down by 1 possession to tie this game up. Somebody please get open. And there I was getting ready. I changed him to go straight up the field. Playmakered him. Didn't do it. And then the throw just never came out anyways. 2nd and 5. Really good cutback there with his backup, who almost broke it damn free. 1st and 10 for the 43-yard line. Basically the start of the 4th. Kind of levitating there. 8 points is still very favorable. I like the lead of 8. It's very hard to convert, in my opinion. And here's a deep shot to the tight end. Has a chance. Once again, another pass that looks catchable and just comes out at the very last potential second. And that's a poor play by Josh Allen. There's nothing more to it. Adoree Jackson is gifted a pick. I know it's not an easy catch, but basically gifted an interception there. And that's a game-changing miss. It really is. We missed a couple, but none of them for a pick. And here goes Corey Davis. Uh-oh. Corey Davis has got them legs. Corey Davis running on the sideline. And Corey Davis, slippery as they get, is going to score a touchdown. That could be enough to put this away. We'll find out, of course. 6 minutes left. Inside. No, he's going to go outside. And once again, another catchable ball just dropped. I think, in fairness, Phillip has really bad hands. Ooh, almost picked. I think he even has the drops open pass trait, but super open. You got to figure one of these they're going to bring down. Maybe not, I guess. And on 3rd and 10, speed rush off the edge by Tony Brown, who's been super impressive out of free agency for us. 4th and 27. If he doesn't get this, his game is over. And look it to the right side of the field. He had a man. Instead, he takes the chuck chance. Doesn't get it. And pretty much all we have to do is coast. And Jalen Hurd wants more than the coast. He goes down the coast and scores his very first rushing touchdown of his NFL career. And that is very hard to come back from. Down 22. Almost picked by Hooker. We'll show the plays, show the highlights, because, of course, there's still some plays. Still got to test our team. Even if we're up, we want to see how they play in different situations. This is a big one because, of course, you can easily come back from 22 points down, even if it's start of the 4th quarter. It's very doable. We've had 28 points, 35 points in the 4th quarter before to clutch it up. So, 22 is very doable at this point. I don't think so, but going to see how this team's going to play. And look at this. This team is answering the call, making plays, locking down, doing what they can, and ironically, we're the ones that make the mistake. The first mistake of all the plays in the 4th quarter, pretty much, comes from us. Big shocker there. Not shocked at all, really. And here, look at the bait, but the throw. Josh Allen's bad throwing is just helped him there, because that would have definitely been a pick. He was going to take a shot, and Adoree Jackson gets burned for no, that was the first time. I think Malcolm Butler was on the last one. Still burned nonetheless. And we're only up by 14 now. Onside kick, if he gets this game is completely blown open. A.J. Brown going to fall down on the freaking onside recovery. Gotta say freaking because the defense is pissing me off a little bit there. Can't get burned over the top, man, because if we play teams like the Chiefs in the playoffs, they have way more speed. Tyreek, oh, look at A.J. A.J.'s going to walk in at this point. But that's going to be the icer. No chance to come back now. 14 points was doable. 21 after that is just impossible at this point. But Tyreek Hill, he's the fastest player in the game. Hardman, I think, is faster than Phillip Dorsett. It is not going to be an easy team to beat as the Chiefs. We have to play them still soon. We have to play them in the postseason more than likely with the season they're having so far. Giving up these big passes is not acceptable. Adoree makes a good play on a deep pass. So, these are the situations I want to test us in. And we're pretty much covering that. So we have everyone backed up and we're still getting beat. Imagine a rogue streak from Tyreek Hill. How are we going to cover that? Thank God we have a guy like Jonathan Jones, but even then, he's still probably going to get diced up in the route running game. It's definitely something to think about. If you're thinking about most teams, we're probably one of the best equipped to deal with it. Got a great free safety like Kevin Byard, who I think might have just dropped a pick, ironically. And then, of course, Jonathan Jones, super fast. Other than that, maybe Denzel Ward, Packers, perhaps with Jair and Adrian Amos. But overall, deep threats, we got to stop those. You got to close those down. The safety's got to play better. The corners got to press better if we're going to press. But overall, a win is a win. And, high scoring one, 49 points. Mariota did about as well as you could outside of my terrible bait decision. Threw it right to him. I mean, you can't get any easier than that, other than, holding Y the whole way and getting a bad timing user pick error. 4 touchdowns, 1 pick. Definitely a game. Even with the pick, you're going to keep pushing them higher and higher with that chance at an MVP award win. Looking at the rushing, can we see it? Don't really want to, but we have to. Terrible, 2.2 yards per carry, no touchdowns. Had a really good start of the season, and that's just poor, just really poor. Batson was good. Philip Dorsett was really good for him. In overall offense, other than Mariota, really wasn't super great by 1 or 2 players. It was just a collective effort, and then the defense really locked down in the second half. Got to be proud of that. Want to see more out of Harold Landry, though. He's really been pretty damn quiet outside of maybe a coverage sack. Hasn't really blown up a play, and he's got the speed, he's got the talent. He's young enough to do it. Just hasn't really showed me a whole lot. Adori's starting to get a little bit better each week, but yeah, it's really the linebacker play that's holding this team up, and then Jarrell Casey on the run. But anyways, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Finally getting this trade done, even though it was glitched. Maybe like, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, Jeromepkr. But anyways, until next video, see ya!